Hey guys, welcome to Sussy Gacha Sundays, where we pick 3 games, play them on stream, and then I review them. So guys, in today's video, we found 3 gacha games that look kind of wonky, honestly, so we picked those. And the games that we found are Bluelock, ReZero, and a Haiku gacha game. Ain't no way. My initial thoughts on these games were the Bluelock looked kind of mid, the Haiku looked really bad, and the ReZero looked promising. So let's go ahead and hop into the review now of these 3 games, starting off with the first one, ReZero. So guys, talking about some of the pros and cons of ReZero first. Some pros that I found were really graphics, or I should say stills for this game look really good, UI included. It's a really clean UI and honestly pretty easy to navigate, especially playing in a different language. I didn't find any troubles really navigating through anything in this game, so big ups for that. I always love a good UI with a game. And another pro being combat as well. I think the combat is decent enough. I think it's above average for most combat in gacha games. You do have effects and interactions with effects, which makes the combat to me feel a bit deeper than some other gacha games that you would play. But yeah, that's really where the pros end for me and the cons begin for this game. So the major problem that I found with the ReZero game is there's really not much to do. There's really not much content. After you beat story, which maybe could take you 2 or 3 days if you grinded it out, there's really not much to do after that other than, you know, farming your character's levels and stuff like that. But outside of that, there's not really like any event quests to do. There's no like event bosses to do. There's no guild bosses to do, anything like that. Not that I found anyways when I was playing this game. And yeah, it's just kind of down bad, and I would hope more out of this game because the studio that makes this game has actually made some pretty decent games in the past, so I was kind of expecting more from this game than I got, but you know how that goes. Another con, guys, is the animations. While the stills look great in this game and they look pretty good, the animations look kind of dumb and they look kind of bad, especially the ultimate skills are very lackluster. Also, summoning animations kind of cringe too. But yeah, overall, the animation for this game does not look very good, and I don't know what they're thinking with this ultimate animation right here. This is not it. This looks horrible. And finally, there's not much depth within the characters when you're playing this game. For the upgrade system, they have like a star rating system, kind of like if you played Grand Cross, where you do like character ascensions like that. Also, as far as equipment goes, really the only thing you have there is pulling for like a card for them, or pulling for like a little artifact card for them that gets them extra stats and extra abilities depending on the card that you got for them. And then also you have like a constellation S thing where it gives you extra abilities for the dupes you pull for that character. So all in all, guys, there's not much depth within character or character building within this game. So as a final score for this game, guys, I gave it around a 5 out of 10. It's not great for sure, but it's also not bad either. Like, it's definitely playable, but it's not the worst on this list, let me tell you that. And guys, if you think the ultimate animations in ReZero slap too, maybe you should consider slapping that subscribe button, because only like 10% of you guys are, and it would really help the channel out, guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the video and hop into our second game. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the second game now, which is the Haiku gacha game. Now guys, let me just start off. I was so impressed with this game. I came into this game thinking it was going to be completely dog water. The download took 10 years to do, and then I finally got to the game, and it's actually not bad. So guys, hopping into the pros of the Haiku gacha game, gameplay itself, the matches for me are really fun to play. You can obviously use different strategies, different team comps. You have different positions of characters on the field. Each character has a different skill set, whether that be they're better at attacking, they're better at serving, they're better at defending, they're better at setting. So with me, the gameplay actually has quite a bit of variety of what you can do. I never found myself once playing auto unless it was required by a mission to play auto, just because I genuinely enjoyed like playing the matches. I felt kind of intense playing those matches, and I was genuinely impressed with the actual like gameplay of this game. Hopping into our second pro now, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a PvP mode, there's a tournament mode, there's an event mode, and then there's also like a character building mode, or like a daily like challenge mode where you take one team versus another team. It's called like a daily matchup or something like that, where it gives you a team and you have to fight another team so many times, and you're using the characters that you've pulled and built up versus a team that gets higher rating each time you go to the next level of it, getting higher and higher rewards, which I think is really interesting. Also, the PvP aspect is pretty fun too. I really enjoy the PvP aspect. Though the PvP is offline PvP, maybe one day if the game grows, they could add like a live PvP system to the game. I think that'd be really cool. Number 3 pro, guys, character depth. There's a lot of character depth in this game. There is so many upgrades that you can do to your characters, especially like the moves that they can do in matches, passives, blocking, defending, setting, striking, everything like that. There's a lot of upgrades to these characters. You can upgrade these characters. You can upgrade the majority of these abilities as well, and it's overall, just honestly, I was really surprised with the depth. And on top of that, you also have a gear and stuff that you equip to your characters. You level your characters up, of course, too. And to be honest, guys, I did not expect the amount of depth within this game that it showed me. Now, on to our final pro, guys, the UI and interface in general. I think of the 3 gacha games we played, this is for sure the easiest to navigate. I was easily able to find my way around everything. It's really smooth UI. It looks really good. Basically, everything is structured in a way where it's really easy to find everything, and I am really happy about that because I hate going into the game and not knowing where to go even after tutorial shows me. This game is really straightforward and to the point. You can play with a different language. I got through the game playing in Korean. I don't know how to read Korean or speak Korean, so it was really straightforward, and I knew how to get everywhere in the game, upgrades and everything like that. But guys, no game's perfect, so let's go ahead and talk about the cons now. I had 2 kind of big gripes with this game. The animations within matches are kind of cringe. It's honestly worse than the ReZero animations, like when you use certain abilities. You'll go and use like an ultimate skill, and it just looks so K-Kona copium that you wouldn't think the game was good. Other than it being kind of scuffed, my other gripe with this is the AI. The AI is so stupid, I tell you what. Like, sometimes the ball will be right over your character's head and they decide they want to dive, or the ball will be going like out of bounds and it makes you go for the ball instead of letting the ball go out of bounds. Now, sometimes it's pretty good about like letting the ball go and like hit out of bounds. It gives you an option to do that, but other times, it does not work that way. And I think the AI in general is just really kind of bad, like where they're at in the field, like where they're moving to. And to be fair, that could definitely be improved, like software updates and stuff like that. Not to say in the future this couldn't get better, but as of right now, it's not that good. And my final gripe with this game is seems like you need to whale to actually like ascend these characters, because they have 4 different levels for each of these characters. You have your base level character, which are bronze, you have your silver rated players, you have your iconic characters, and then you have your legend characters, and you need dupes for those to ascend those and make their overall go up. And that's basically like your power level in the game. Is the higher overall you have, the higher power level, and that's how you see how good your team is versus someone else. For example, if you take someone that has like a 70 or 80 overall into a match with a team that has like a 30 overall, you're just going to completely demolish them because their blocking won't be good enough, or their strikes won't be good enough, or their setting won't be good enough. Something won't be good enough, and you just easily either block them out all the time, they never hit your balls, or something like that. And the amount of gachas, there are 4 gachas in this game. There's a gacha for characters, there's a gacha for coaches, there's a gacha for equipment, and there's a gacha for moveset. I personally think that you could probably consolidate 3 of those gachas into one gacha pool, and that'd be completely fine, honestly. So guys, overall, we're going to be giving Haikyuu an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy this game, and I'm actually going to continue playing this game on my own. If you guys want to see more content of Haikyuu, leave a comment in the description below, and we'll post more Haikyuu content on the channel. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the 3rd and final game now, which is the Bluelock gacha game. Bluelock. So I guess we should go ahead and hop into the pros first. Pro number 1, it's Bluelock. Pro number 2, maybe if this is even a pro, there is a little bit of character depth. Now let's go ahead and hop into the cons. Graphics and animation. This does not snap at all. This does not clap at all. It's like PNGs like shaking on the screen is about the amount of gameplay and like animation that you get with this game. Don't get me started on the 7 animations. Those aren't good either. Everything is just like shaking PNGs and like zooming in and out PNGs. There's basically 0 gameplay, which leads us into our second point. The gameplay, I don't know, man. You go into the story or whatever you're doing, event or whatever you call it, and then you train your characters, and then you have those trained characters play off in a completely simulated match, and you really can't do anything with the matches except for move a puzzle piece from the left side to the right side. That's also completely simulated as well. There's an option to completely simulate these matches, which I thought the main draw of the game would be. Now, how do you win the matches, you might be asking? You go into a training system. You have a set amount of days before your match, and then you'll go and train with your team and have them do certain training things, and you level them up from G to a higher rank or rarity. And then from there, what you do is you can rest, and then you can talk to your teammates, and they give you 2 choices, and one choice gives you a skill and the other one does not. And you do that until you lose, and then he says, come back next time. And then when you come back next time, you just get your rank up. You go from like a G rank to an E rank, wherever you beat up to, and then so on and so forth. Also, summoning in this game is god-awful. It takes a lot to do a multi-summon in this game, guys. Let me tell you, it takes 3,000 of these crystals, and you barely get any of them from doing anything in this game. So this game is definitely not free-to-play friendly, because you also need these character shards and dupes to like increase the level of your character. This just seems like a cash grab because of Bluelock being being so hype right now. And yeah, they're just gonna get their money and go on elsewhere. Hopefully in the future a better Bluelock game comes out, because this one is not it. So as a final tally for this game, so the final overall rating for this game, I'm giving this game a 3 out of 10. This game is not it. Don't waste your time on this game. Try it out if you want. Who am I to say what you should play and what you should not play? Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys have played any of these games, leave them in the comments below. Tell me what your thoughts are on all 3 of these games if you played them, or if you started to play them. Just tell me what you think on them. And also, guys, I don't know if this is gonna be like a weekly series, bi-weekly series, or a monthly series. I do enjoy doing these videos. I did enjoy making this video a lot, so if you guys like it, please leave a like on the video and maybe drop a subscribe too. It would really help the channel out. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one later. Bye bye.